Hello everybody, this is Combat Sports Podcast, and we're coming at you with the new breakdown here for the PFL World Tournament 9, I believe. This is the full card breakdown. I think there's about 10 fights in here, or 11. This is the finals for the bantamweight, the women's flyweight, and the lightweight division. Also, there's UFC 319 this weekend. I'm only going to do one video for this since there's not that many fights, and then I'm going to do two videos for the UFC 319. I'll probably upload those Friday and Thursday. I'll upload this on a Tuesday. Alrighty, thank you everybody. Let's get right into the breakdown of the PFL World Tournament. 500K on the line. Let's start with the prelims here. We got first a flyweight bout between Damian Dynamite Nelson, 8-4. This is a rescheduled bout going up against Isaiah Diggs, 5-0. Like I said, featherweight. They were supposed to be fighting PFL World Tournament 8. Something happened. Someone pulled out, so they just swiped it over, waited a week or so, and now they're in this card. So this is rescheduled. The odds here are a little different. Diggs is still the favorite by a lot, kind of. But Damian Nelson, I was going to say, he used to be a bigger dog. I don't know what happened. They changed it up here. He's a little bit older. This whole card, before I get started in this fight, it's kind of There's a couple names they added on here, like Ail Walsh is back, St. Louis they added. But other than that, before this, there wasn't that many fights. There was really this fight. There was like 8 fights before this, and then this fight got canceled, and it was like what? She was like 4-3, and the other girl was like 1-0. So it's pretty mid card, but we're not talking about them. Let's go talk about Damian Nelson on this fight we're breaking down. He is pro in 2021. He also went, in amateurs? 4-0. He never lost in that. He was 2-2 in Cage Warriors as a pro. He somehow got into PFL after he was on a 2-fight losing streak here. He got a PFL fight versus Nathan Kelly, which he wasn't that bad in, but still I don't know how he got into PFL. After that, he got dropped or something or didn't sign back. Then he went on a 4-fight win streak, which he's currently on. He became regional champ, and now he is way better. He's back in the PFL. First time since 2023, going up here against a nice prospect. He is, like I said, 4-5 win streak, has 3 knockouts, 5 decisions, going up against opponent over here. Let's go click on his profile. Isaiah Diggs, amateur in 2021 through 2022. Let's go down here. Went 6-0, regional champ. Technically 11-fight win streak currently. As a pro, he's only gone a decision. He is a regional champ. 4-0 in Fury. Let's go back over here and go pull up their height and all that so we can break this card down. Boom, let's get that down. All right, Nelson over here, pro experience, I want to say for sure, better competition, powerful, stays in the pocket, but has 0 submission game. Will for sure struggle on the mat if he gets taken down by Diggs. Diggs is over here a college wrestler. I want to say like D3 or JUCO in Colorado, somewhere in Colorado. He's very smart in the cage for how young his MMA career is. He's not that young. He's 28 years old, but for how young his MMA career is, he is very smart. He has gotten a decision 5 times. That just goes to show his cardio is great, and he's kind of smart, but his power is non-existent. 0 KO. See how he goes. See how he deals with a striker here, going up against a striker. He is the shorter fighter. Just look at the height difference here. Diggs is so much shorter. This is a striker versus grappler. Let's see how Diggs does here. If he can get the takedowns, close the distance to win, because that's what he's going to do. Nelson's going to have to use his lengths, keep it standing. I think Nelson, honestly, keep this standing here. Diggs is too short. Nelson is longer. I think he can stuff the takedowns, counter Diggs while he's going in, and even get the win here. He just has more experience as a pro, has decent competition compared to Diggs. This is Diggs' biggest fight here. This is his PFL debut, I believe. So let's see how he does here. But I'm going to go for the dog here. Damian Nelson getting it done by a knockout or a decision. I just think he's going to stuff the takedowns. He's way taller, has to be way longer. That's who I got winning here. Kicking it off with a dog. Let's get into the next fight. We got a welterweight matchup between Kinley, St. Louis. He is 11-4, 34 years old, going up against Chris Crossback Mixan. He is 26 years old, 6-1. Let's go talk about St. Louis over here. He is pro. He went pro in 2019. He lost his first fight as a pro, as you see down here. He went 6-1 as an amateur. He was the champ there. He got in Bellator in 2021, I believe. Yep. He missed weight and never ended up even fighting in that. Never got you fight in it. After that, he went on an 8-fight win streak, which he is currently on. He is coming off a nice upset, which I did call on UFC World. Was it? What? No, it wasn't last tournament. The last week one. It was like, what was it? World Tournament 5. I called this upset. It was a big upset. Won me some money. He got his back at the end. He was losing the round. Got his back over here. Choked him out. It was kind of sick. He has missed weight a total of 2 times, though. He missed weight in the second fight in the PFL in 2023. He is 3-0 in the PFL. He is 4-0 in Cage Fury. He has 3 knockouts, 5 submissions, and 3 decisions. Long reach, but he is shorter than his opponent over here, Chris. Chris over here, let's go talk about Chris. Amateur from 2017 to 2019. Champ. Oh, let's see if this loads up over here. Maybe it won't. Okay, there we go. He was the champ as amateur. Let's go over here. Like I said, undefeated, 6-0, pro in 2020. He lost a bare knuckle fight. It was his 3rd fight into there. It doesn't really count toward his MMA career loss, but he did lose It's just crazy that he even fought that. It was in the Gamebred organization, George Masvidal's. And then he did a boxing match after that. He won that, got in the PFL in 2022, went 2-0, left or something. He is coming off a win now in LFA. He's 1-0 there, knockout. He has 4 knockouts, 1 sub, and 1 decision. This is his PFL comeback, I guess. Hasn't found a PFL since 2022, like I said. So let's see how he does there. Let's go over here, talk about this breakdown a little bit more. Let's wait for this page to load up. St. Louis over here, just overall well-rounded. He likes to... I don't know. He kind of likes to get finishes. He had a couple, out of his 11 wins, I want to say, 8 of those are finishes, had a couple submissions. He's riding hot right now. 8-5 win streak. Trains at ATT, I believe, or he trains there. He has trained there. I'm not sure if he still does. I don't really pay attention to him like that. While his opponent over here, taller, Chris is 6'1", welterweight, so tall for the division. Heavy hitter, 4 knockouts, comes forward, tries to put everybody out. This dude has literally a boxer, 4 knockouts out of 6 of his wins. He has bare knuckle fights, boxing fights. Definitely not as much experience in MMA as St. Louis, but I don't know about his wrestling either. Chris over here, I don't know. It's just like he's definitely a boxer more than anything. As St. Louis likes to wrestle, likes to take people down. I think if he puts Chris against the fence, clinches him up and all that, doesn't let Chris's hands fly, it's gonna cause problems. Like I said, because I don't know about Chris's it's Chris's wrestling. It's just not there. Like I said, if Kinley forces him, I think it's going to cause problems. St. Louis being shorter, but being the shorter fighter, it has the longer reach. I think he can use it. He needs to keep it close, mix it up, not get countered by Chris, because Chris has nice counters and he is really powerful. He could for sure put him out. Heavy hitter. Chris needs to avoid the takedowns. Literally just needs to avoid a takedown. That's it. And then if he keeps it standing, he should have a decent advantage or a better chance of winning than when he's back on the mat or anything against St. Louis. Either way, I think St. Louis can get it done here, wins, gets the takedowns, and gets a win by a submission or a decision. I think Chris wins if he keeps it standing, maybe counters him, but I got St. Louis winning here. Let's move on to the next. We got a bantamweight bout between Ratna Khavalov, 9-0, going up against Wilson, Strong Eagle, Ndregjoni. He is 11-4. Let's go talk about Khavalov over here. He was pro in 2019. He has never lost. Let's go all the way down here to his profile. Never lost. He is a regional champ. Got a win in the PFL in his debut, which I believe was at the beginning of the year. But yeah, look at that. He did lose an amateur once. He went 1-1 on that. But as a pro, he has never lost. Here's his regional champs. Look at that. Defended his belt quite a bit of times in Eagle FC. He didn't fight for 2 years after his 2023 win, and he got in the PFL, which is coming off a decision win. that he is currently on an 8-5 win streak, won by decision his last fight, 6 knockouts, 0 subs, and 3 decisions. He does train with Khabib, I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go talk about Wilson over here. Amateur from 2018 to 2019. See if it loads up down here. He went 4-1 and was the champ as an amateur. Where's that at? Right down here. Pro in 2019, regional champ. He went 6-1 in Cage Fury. He was the champ there, as you see right here. This is his PFL debut. He has 4 knockouts, 1 sub, 6 decisions, and has been submitted 2 times. Let's go over here, get their height and all that, break it down a little better. Khavalov has never lost. He does train with Khabib. I want to say he's from Dagestan, great wrestler, champ, regional champ in a regional organization. He uses his sambo really good, Muay Thai base. Not many fights as a pro. He is 27 years old, but just not many fights. Only 9 fights as a pro. While Wilson has nice power, clinch. He has never been knocked out, but has been submitted 2 times. This is going to be a wrestler versus striker. Wilson over here is, they're both actually 5'7", so I want to say they're a little short for the division. I think that, like I said, wrestler versus striker, but even striking-wise, I think Khavalov is just better than him. Overall at everything. Wilson needs to keep it standing, make Khavalov pay when he goes in for a takedown or enters for takedowns. But with all that, I just think Khavalov is a better wrestler for sure, from Dagestan, uses great sambo. He's even, I think, a better striker, has a lot of knockouts. Now, he does 0 submissions for how good as a wrestler he is, but he has 6 knockouts. So I want to say he's more stronger, powerful, trains with Khabib. I just don't see him losing here. I think he wins here, gets the takedowns, maybe even knocks out Wilson by a knockout. Let's go on to the next fight. We got a flyweight bout between Sabrina de Sousa going up against Saray Orozco. Sabrina, she is 3-0, young in her amateur career, going up against kind of a veteran, 8-7. So the record just shows, not that good. Let's talk about Sabrina over here. Let's click on her profile. She is 3-0. Long amateur career. When it loads up, I can go over here and show. It was from 2019 to 2023. 15 fights, won all of her fights in the amateur. Look at that. Was a champ in the amateurs multiple times. Just look at that. Let's just pull up some of the stats here. Tournament winner. Okay, so tournament, maybe not champ. I don't know how it worked over there in that organization, but either way, she went pro in 2023. All 3 fights are wins by finishes, so that's kind of crazy. She also does have a match that she lost, but it's in grappling and ADXD. So that goes to show that she has lost before, so she does know what it feels to lose. But she's technically never lost in MMA. She was also a regional champ right here, as you see. This is her PFL debut, biggest stage. She has 2 knockouts. 2 knockouts, 1 TKO, I guess, a retirement. So, she probably just didn't get up, or I don't know. But, TKO, 1 knockout, in a submission. So, all 3 finishes. That's crazy. Technically, she is on a 20-something fight win streak? 18 fight win streak. Let's go talk about her opponent over here. 15 Lux champ in strawweight, I believe. This is a flyweight bout right here. She was pro in 2015, like I said. 2 fight losing streak currently. Here we can go pull up the strawweight champ. When was her flyweight debut? Probably, yeah, right when they got into PFL, because PFL only has flyweight, I believe, for women. There's only they don't have one of the women's divisions in there, but it is what it is. She's on a 2 fight losing streak currently, both of them by decision, a close fight, and then she got dominated in her last fight. She did 0-2 in the PFL, 2 knockouts, 1 sub, 5 decisions, and has only been finished 1 time, even though she's lost 7 times. So that means she is durable, never been knocked out. Let's go over here, pull up their length and all that, just so you can see both of them. But de Sousa, only 3 fights, So yeah, kind of young in her career, but when you look at her amateur, like I was showing, she's 15-0, so she kind of has like a whole another career as an amateur. 7 submissions in her amateur with 1 knockout. The rest of it were decision. So she has nice experience. She's also, like I said, lost in grappling, so that's good, Goes to show that she has lost before, and she has dealt with it. Powerful, like I said, 2 knockouts, 1 sub as a pro. Young, 24 years old, and also young in her pro career. This is for sure her biggest matchup here. Orozco, Mexican veteran, former Lux champ, tough. She has never been knocked out. Triple her fights. She has like triple more fights than Sabrina. So that just goes to show she has a little bit more experience. But her record goes to show that she's definitely not the best. She's definitely a slow striker. Just tough overall. Orozco wants to win. She needs to drag this past the first round. See how Sabrina's cardio is after the first. Because Sabrina likes to get people out of there. Sabrina likes to get people out of there. Literally, all of her fights are by finishes as a pro. She has gotten a decision in amateur, but if Orozco wants to stand a chance, probably wants to test out her cardio, see how it is. If Sabrina wins here, she will win. Go out there, probably get the kill in the first round. Literally, I think she can get a knockout. I can even maybe think a decision, but no, she does have some submissions. I'm gonna go here with she goes with the ground, gets a submission win here. The odds go to show that you do not just want to bet a money line. You want to bet something with that. I'm gonna go for Sabrina winning here by a submission. Let's move on to the next one. We got a fight that got added not too long ago. I want to say this is a lightweight bout here. Ail Walsh. This is, of course, Ali's grandson here. He has a big reputation on his name. He is 2-1, coming off his first loss ever, going up against Grundy, 3-1. I'm pretty sure they both of these guys have no nicknames. This is another one. Both young fighters. I called the last fight about Ail Walsh losing. Big underdog. Let's see what happened here. I bet the odds are going to be a little bit closer here since Ail Walsh cardio kind of got exposed here. Let's go talk about Ail Walsh over here. I'm just going to call him Ali's grandson. You know who I'm talking about. Amateur from 2022 to 2023. Let's go down here and look at that. He went 6-1, lost his first fight as an amateur, then proceeded to go on a 5-fight win streak. He got straight into the PFL when he went pro in 2024. Literally was fetch you cans, but I guess you could technically say he was an upcomer. But I know they were trying to raise his bar higher and higher. They wanted to make him a big name. Till the upset I called versus Gibbs. It was a big win. I won a lot of money on that. What was it? Let's go see if we can pull up yeah, look at that. He was a minus. Look at the odds. That was insane. I literally called it. If you want to, you can go look at my video. I literally called it like Ali's grandson or something. Click on it. You can go on it. Check it out. I called it. Big win. I don't know. I just saw the wrestling of the other guy. He was like from Chicago. Hometown fight. You know, it was just a lot against Ali. Big name. You know, just let's see how he does. You know, how he does come in here. Turnaround. This is a fast turnaround, as you see here. He fought, June 27th. So not that long ago, it was probably like 3 fights ago for the PFL. So fast turnaround. See how he does coming off to his first loss ever as a pro. He has 1 knockout and 1 decision. Let's go talk about his opponent over here, Grundy. Grundy is 3-1, amateur from 2017 to 2022. He went 2-3 on that, so not the best. Still went pro in 2023. He lost his first pro fight, 1-3 after that. He is currently then on that streak of 3 fights in a row. This is his PFL debut. He has 1 knockout and 2 decisions. He is coming off a decision win. Let's go over here and look at their length and all that. Since PFL doesn't do anything with stats or striking, I don't know why. I feel like they gotta fix that. That's the thing I'm always on about, because they should definitely, if they want people to bet, their odds come out the day before. It's just, sometimes it doesn't make sense. I feel like the PFL is just not the best, of course, but Ali over here, big reputation for being Ali's grandson, of course. So I mean, that's his big name. The PFL wanted him because of that. He's young, athletic, coming off his first pro loss ever. I called it. Yes, it's just limited experience, but going up against a guy that also has the same experience level as you see here. They're both don't have that much. Grundy's on a 3-fight win streak. Young, also wrestler like Gibbs was, but he has good enough striking to go 3 rounds, as you see, because he's gone to decision most of his fights as a pro. So that means he has experience to go 3 rounds. This is his biggest stage. Both upcoming lightweights. Let's see how it goes here. Of course, Grundy knows what he's going up against. A guy with a big reputation. They know that they're trying to give him easy people so they can build up his name. Grundy's going to definitely try to stop that. I think they're giving him a similar matchup to last time. Ali was winning, but then he just got so tired. His cardio went out. He was just tired. He got submitted, got taken down. Let's see how he does here. He's going to try to wrestle Ali. Grundy is for sure. He saw his... He definitely saw the game plan from the fight before this. Like I said, turning around short notice. Ali's going to try to scramble, honestly, do whatever it takes to not get taken down like he did last time. I honestly think that it's going to be a fight. Whoever adapts faster wins here, because Ali is going to have to adapt, see how Grundy does. And Grundy, there's not really much film on these guys, so they're both going to have to go out there, just adapt, see who wins. I'm going to go with... man, I don't know. It's just very short, like, for Ali to be turning around. I get he wants to get it back, his loss. But I don't know. I'm still going to go with Ali here. I think he can come back. He just needs to watch his cardio. Going to be a good turnaround for him. I think he gets the knockout win. He's going to come back. I feel like turn his loss around, get it back with a knockout. I'm going to go with Ali winning here by a knockout. Let's move on to the next fight. A flyweight match. It's a rematch. I don't know why they're doing this rematch. This literally happened like in April, I want to say. It was the first round. It was a short notice. What's her name? Juliana Velasquez, 13-4, 38 years old, going up against Ekaterina Shakalova. Shakalova won the first time. She stepped in short notice. Velasquez was supposed to go up against a striker, but she got into something happened or something, so she pulled out. Shakalova pulled in and won. It was a big upset. The odds changed by so much. It's literally like a fucking 360. Like, it was Velasquez was the minus like 300, and Shakalova was the plus like 250. And now it's flipped around, and Shakalova got it done by a submission. Easy. It looked easy. I don't know. I guess I can kind of see why it's a rematch, but I don't know why it's happening so early. Like, I could see Velasquez saying, well, I had to step in, against it was a striker. Then she had to verse a grappler, so she didn't really know. It was short notice. I could see that, but it was like still not even a full training camp. It's been like, 2-3 months? Not even. But whatever. Let's get started into this talk. Let's talk about Juliana Velasquez over here, 38 years old. 13-4. Let's click on her profile over here. She was pro in 2014. She was a regional champ in the bantamweight down here. Then she got in Bellator, and she was the champ there for a bit. R.I.P. Bellator. She went 7-2 in Bellator. Then she got into PFL. She is 1-2 in the PFL. She's coming off a loss by a choke. You guess who the opponent she's versing right now, because she lost in the first round of the PFL tournaments to Shakalova. She has 5 knockouts, 1 submission, and 7 decision, and she has only been finished twice. She was finished twice by Liz. That's 2 other finishes, and then one of them was to Shakalova. So she has only been finished with some good people, and then Shakalova, Let's go talk about Shakalova over here. Pro in 2019. She was the champ right away when she went pro. Look at that. It's kind of crazy. Regional champ. Got in Bellator 2023 to 2024. She was 1-1 there. She won her PFL debut, as you see right here. She lost in the semifinals to Jenna Bishop, who's a really good grappler, who is now in the co-main event, going up against Liz Carmouche. So yeah, this is not too bad of a loss right there, but this is going to be a rematch. I don't know why. She's 1-1 in the PFL. Shakalova has 5 subs, 1 knockout, and 3 decisions, and she has been submitted 2 times, which I don't think that'll happen here. I think Velasquez will want to keep it standing. Let's go over here, look up their height and all that, and then I'll start breaking it down a little bit. Velasquez is a Muay Thai striker. She was one of the last women's flyweight champs in Bellator. She uses her clinch really well. She is getting older. She did lose to Shakalova in the first round by a choke, so maybe she'll be better here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Shakalova is well-rounded, nice wrestler, just confident right now for sure. She's coming off a loss, but she beat Velasquez already, so she has to be confident that she can win. While Velasquez wants it back in blood, probably knock her out. She's gonna be angry. Hopefully she did some improvements. See what happens with Velasquez. You know, what improvements she's making, what improvements she made in these like 2-3 months that she had a camp. Whenever she was able to go back to camp, because I'm guessing she was like, you know, you have to get that protocol. They can't like train or whatever for a few months or whatever. I mean, a few weeks unless. But it was a choke, so I don't know how that works. But you know, however long the camp was, she is a former champ. I do think she can come back and win. You know, she's gonna go back. She's the champ, like a former Bellator champ. Like, I don't know, I feel like she has that mindset to come back and get it back, and I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I think she can get it done, but I'm just scared that she might be like halfway out the door, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because she's 38 years old. At this point, it's like you were the Bellator champ, you're 38, well, you got maybe 2 more years. I guess they, like, what, Carmouche is 40, almost 41, so it's like, I guess that you might have like 2-3 more years, but I don't know, I'm just wondering. I hope you're not halfway in, halfway out at 38 years old. I'm gonna go with Velasquez winning here. She's gonna come back, get the win here, maybe by a knockout or decision, but I like the odds. I would definitely not touch Shakalova at a minus 325. Like, no, hell no. Like, I get that she won and all that, but like, I just don't see it. Now Velasquez has a longer camp. I think that will come in effect, get it done here. Velasquez win by a decision or a KO. Let's move on to the next fight. The main card kicks off with 1 fight, and I'm pretty sure it's like 3 championship fights. There's only 4 fights in the main card, I think. I might be wrong, but let's go into the next fight. We got the main card to kick it off. We got a lightweight matchup between Mads Burnell going up against Robert Watley. He is nicknamed Contact 15-3. Mads Burnell is 20-7. They're both pretty similar to the same age, pretty similar to the same, I guess, record, kinda. Not really, but you know, it is kind of similar. Let's go over here and talk about Burnell. He was pro in 2013. Let's wait for his fucking profile to show up over here. Regional champ. He was in flyweight, actually, so he was a flyweight before. I don't know. Let's see for how long he was. Yeah, okay, he missed weight a couple times. Yeah. Where is it? Right here. He was a flyweight champ over here. He got in the UFC in 2017. Like I said, he missed weight. He went 1-2 in the UFC. In featherweight. So then I'm guessing he moved up, and then he's been good ever since. Let's see. He was a Cage Warrior champ. He went 4-0 there. Then he got in Bellator in 2020, yep. And then he to 2023, RIP Bellator. He went 5-2 in Bellator. Then he got into PFL in 2024. He is 2-2 in the PFL. He has 1 knockout and 10 decisions with 9 submissions. He's going up against his opponent, Robert Watley. He is, let me click on his profile over here, 15-3. Robert was pro in 2014. He lost his first fight as a pro and then went on an 11-fight win streak right after that. Regional champ, LFA champ. He was 3-0 in the LFA. Got into PFL in 2018. 1-2 in the PFL. He left or got cut. Something happened. Then he went to Cage Fury. He was the champ in Cage Fury. This is his first fight this year. First fight in the PFL since 2018. He's on a 4-fight win streak right now. 5 knockouts he has, 4 submissions, and 6 decisions. And he has never been knocked out. He has only been submitted 1 time. Let's go over here, pull up their reach and all that. But Mads Burnell, high-level grappler, black belt in jiu-jitsu. Let's see if their reach loads up over here. There it is. not much power with one knockout, I said. Yeah, like that's just crazy only having one knockout compared to his opponent, Watley, who has 4 knockouts, powerful. He's a really nice scrambler. 100% is a grappler versus striker. Because Burnell, 1 knockout for sure, will try to get this to the ground, get Watley on the mat, go for the subs, or grind Watley out to a decision, which Watley has struggled with elite grapplers. Watley trains with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I believe, in his gym. I'm not sure what gym it is, but I was saying something about how he's really good at scrambling and all that. So let's see how that goes here. I think Watley uses his reach, defends the takedowns. Burnell panics. I think Watley gets it done here by a knockout. He'll scramble. I feel like, what's it called? Burnell is going to just do that thing where he just like, literally just, how would he even, what would I say? He just keeps going for the takedowns, and he just, like shits the bed, or like literally like, I don't even know what you would say. Like, I feel like he's going to, if he gets tired out and just keeps going for the takedown while Watley keeps scrambling, he's going to get knocked out. I think Watley can get it done here by a knockout or a decision. Stops the takedowns, like I said. Let's move on to the next fight. We got tournament now kicking it off. We got the bantamweights. The rest on from here are tournament fights. 3 of them in this card. Let's get started with the first one. For going up against Justin Wetzell, 12-2. This is a 5-round fight for the bantamweight championship. The 2025 PFL World Tournament winner. 500K in the line instead of $1 million. 5-round fight, like I said, so take that into effect here. Let's go talk about Alves over here. 14-4. He was pro in 2017. He is coming off a big win to a former UFC fighter, Jake Hadley. He was the dog. I called it. People thought he was going to lose. I just think that Alves is fast, aggressive, has nice power. It's just, he absolutely whooped Jake Hadley. Probably broke his ribs or something. He is 0-1 in the LFA. Got in Bellator in 2023 to 2024. 1-1 in the Bellator. Powerful. 2-0 in the PFL. 10 knockouts. 0 submissions. 4 decisions. Has never been knocked out, but he has been submitted 2 times. Let's go talk about Justin Wetzell, his opponent over here. 12-2. Started amateur in 2011 to 2015. He went 10-0 on that. The champ there. He was also a regional champ. Went pro in 2016. He is currently on a 5-5 win streak. He is 4-1 in the LFA. He has missed weight 1 time. It was the beginning of the PFL tournament this year. Look at that right here. Big dog. If anyone picked him, kind of crazy. You guys probably won a lot of money. I thought he was going to lose. He's definitely not supposed to be here because he was going to lose that first fight. Just look at the odds. Pulled off a big upset in round 1. Now he is in the finals. He also beat Mando Gutierrez, but he was the favorite there just because he's so big. He knows how to use his size. He has 4 knockouts, 7 decisions, and 1 submission, and has only been finished 1 time to a knockout. And when was that? That was in 2022, okay, in the LFA, so it's been a little bit. Let's go over here and look at the reach and everything so you can, as much as we can get right here. This is probably the most even fight in this whole card. It's going to be a good one. I think it should be the Wetzell is just a big bantamweight grinder. Loves to use his clinch. Put you up against the fence. He just loves to grind you up. Can get boring sometimes, but, it is what it is. People will boo him. He just loves to outwork his opponent. Make his opponent tired so he can knock him out or just grind him out to a decision because he's so big for bantamweight. While Alves on the other side, more powerful for sure. He is smaller and has a smaller reach. So look at that compared. Look at the comparison right here. He does have 10 knockouts. He's very fast, very aggressive. He can definitely put Justin Wetzell out anytime with a counter or something because that's how powerful he is. And like I said, he's just very fast. What Alvin needs to do here is keep space from Wetzell. Don't let him grind him up against the fence. Strike. Use his pace to keep Wetzell away from him. Some leg kicks. While Wetzell needs to use his size and style to neutralize that. Don't let Alves use his pace in his striking. Just grind him up against the fence so he's not able to do any of that. Get in his groove. With all that, I think that Wetzell will do that. Grind him down. put him up against the fans. Don't let Alves get in his groove, like I was saying. I think Wetzell gets it done here. Uses his frame, his size, his style. He just neutralizes everything that Alves does. I got Wetzell winning here by a decision or a submission. Even though he doesn't have that many submissions, I think he can grind him down to the ground and submit him. He could knock him out by tiring him out, but I'm going to go with Wetzell getting it done here by a decision or submission. I got the dog. Let's move on to the next fight. We got the women's co-main event. It is the women's flyweight fight here. 5-round fights, $500K on the line. This is two women older, 41 and 39. Liz Gorilla Carmouche, veteran of the game, 24-8, going up against Jenna Bishop, 9-2, 39 years old. 500K on the line, 5-round fight. Let's go talk about Liz over here. Pro in 2010. She just has a great resume. Been around, got in the UFC in 2013. Just look at this. Regional champ. Well, I guess not regional champ. She lost in one. Oh, Strikeforce. You see, she was in Strikeforce. Like, that's a big RIP there. Like, that's been gone for a while. Like I said, got in the UFC in 2013. Lost her debut to Ronda Rousey. From 2013 to 2019, she was in the UFC. She fought for the belt right when she got in the UFC. She did lose. I don't think she ever went for... yeah, she did fight for it one more time. Her last fight in the UFC, lost to Valentina Zinchenko. Got in Bellator in 2020. She went 5-5 in the UFC, if I didn't mention that. Got in Bellator from 2020 to 2023. Went 7-0 there. She was the champ. I'm pretty sure the last champ of Bellator, actually. So, look at that. She defended her belt so many times. 7-0, like I said there. 4-1 in the PFL. She is currently on a 2-fight win streak, of course, because she lost last year in the finals. Was it the finals? Yeah, I think it was the finals by a unanimous decision. Missed weight. She has 10 knockouts. She has 6 submissions, 8 decisions. 2-2 in Strikeforce. That's just crazy. And I already said the rest. Let's go talk about her opponent over here, Jenna Bishop. Just great grappler. Pro in 2021. Started, pro in 2021 in MMA. Before that, she had a couple grappling matches. Started grappling in 2019, as you see here. Coming off a submission win in the semifinals, of course. That is how she is the co-main event here and fighting for the 500K. She is currently on a 2-fight win streak since she is in the finals, of course. 4-0 in the LFA. Got in Bellator in 2023, went 2-0, 3-2 in PFL. She has 0 knockouts, 5 submissions, and 4 decisions, and she has only been finished once by a TKO, and that was to Dakota DeChiva, one of the best women's flyweights, so we can't even hold that against her. Let's go over here and pull up the stats over here, well, as much as we got. But just honestly, I don't think that it's going to be even a close fight. This is probably like minus 500 odds, but as I see here, it's not closer. So I can work with this odds. Both are older, but Liz is just so much more experienced. She's been in the UFC and all that. Jenna's a great grappler. Liz is also an amazing grappler. Both are black belts in jiu-jitsu. I guess, Bishop over here has been in like big tournaments like IBJJF, all of those like other tournaments. While Liz is the Bellator champ, UFC veteran, fought for the belt there. For sure, better striker, I say. I think Liz dominates here, wins easily. Literally, I just can't see Bishop winning here. Anyway, she can't stand with Liz. Won't be able to take Liz down. I think Liz is too big. I think Liz gets it done here by some ground and pound, maybe in the first round. But I think she can get it done here by a finish. Even in the ground game, I think Liz can get it done. So I got Liz Carmouche getting it done here. 41-year-old, maybe goes out with a bang, wins the 2025 women's flyweight 500K championship. Let's move on to the main event of the PFL Tournament 9 card. We got the Rabadanov, 26-4-2. This guy is the former 2024 PFL tournament winner, going up against Alfie the Axeman Davis, 19-5-1. He is just unexpected finalist. I didn't expect him to get here. Got through a couple upsets. Honestly, maybe shouldn't have won one, but he pulled out, hit people with nasty, like he just got people. Like, what was that spinning elbow? He got one of them. It's like, just he's got here unexpectedly. It is what it is. He is an underdog for sure here again. Plus 400 as you see. 5-rounder right here. The main event for the lightweight 2025 PFL tournament winner. Let's go over here and talk about the former champ here. 5-0 in the amateurs. He was from 2015, I think it was his amateurs, he was the champ there, yep. 2015 to 2015, literally. He fought 5 fights in a year, was the champ. Then he went pro in 2013. I don't know how that works, how he had amateur fights after he was a pro already. I don't think that's allowed, but who knows. Multiple time regional champ, as you see here. Guy right here is one of them. I think there's another one. Yep, right here he got another one. Then he got, right here. Oh, he lost this one actually in Eagle FC, but either way, he got into PFL in 2021 through 2023, of course. RIP Bellator. He has missed weight once, and the fight didn't happen because he missed weight. He got in PFL in 2024, I believe. He is 7-0 in the PFL, 5-0 in the Bellator. This dude hasn't lost in these organizations. Currently on a 12-fight win streak. 10 knockouts he has, 11 decisions, 5 submissions, and he has only been finished 3 times, 2 knockouts, 1 sub. Let's see, when was the last time he lost? The last time he lost was 2020. So he hasn't lost since 2020. Let's go over here and talk about his opponent, Alfie Davis, the Axeman, 19-5-1. The guy we didn't expect to get here. Pro in 2014, regional champ, multiple times too. He got in Bellator in 2017. Was it 2017? Yeah, he won. Then something happened. He came back in 2019 to 2024. He went, what was it in there? 8-1 and actually in Bellator. He lost his PFL debut right here, as you see. He is currently on a 2-fight win streak. Of course, that is how he is in the finals. He has 6 knockouts, 3 subs, and 10 decisions. He has only been finished once, never knocked out, only submitted. Let's go over here, bring up their stats and all that. Here is another lopsided fight. Gatti, he is amazing. Sambo wrestler. Trains with Khabib, as you see. You've probably seen his highlights. You'll see Khabib always cheering him on in his corner, I think, sometimes. 2024 lightweight winner. 1 million, I think, was last year. Now he's going to get 500K. This dude is a beast. Just his going up against his opponent over here, Davis. Upsetting a lot of people just to get here. Let's go see if we can pull up what the numbers were for the upsets. Right here, the first fight right here, he was the dog he was a dog in every fight, and he got here. Now he's a dog again, but with way bigger odds. Just beat a lot of people to get here. Amazing kickboxer. I think a blue belt too in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He uses his timing really well if you've seen his fights. Sometimes he's awkward and lands some weird shots that I feel like he doesn't even know he was going to land, but he lands them. He is a kickboxer going up against a grappler. Also has some knockout power. Gatti also has some knockout power. What David needs to do here is keep his distance, kick, jab, avoid the clinch, not get taken down, try to counter every time that Gatti goes in, punish him with something. What Gatti's going to do here, though, I think he will close the distance, throw uppercuts, knees, mix in the takedowns, control the ground, maybe even catch Davis in the clinch and knock him out. I think he can get a knockout or a submission. I think the odds are as is. It's true. This is lopsided. I think Gatti gets him out of here in the first 3 rounds. It doesn't go into the championship rounds. I'm going to go Gatti wins by a knockout. Let's go over here and recap the whole card from bottom. Here, I have Nelson getting the upset. I got St. Louis winning this one. I got Retnot winning this one. Khavalov gonna get he also trains with Khabib. A couple Khabib guys here. I'm gonna get Sabrina winning here, 3-0, going up against a vet. I got Ail Walsh coming back, getting the knockout. Ali's grandson. Got Velasquez also coming back, getting her rematch win against Shakalova, who stepped in short notice with her in the first round. It was unexpected, so I'm going to give her winning here. And then I'm going to go for the dog, Robert, winning here. Stuffs the takedown. Burnell can't keep it standing with him. Maybe gets knocked out or gets the decision. And then we got Justin Wetzell, another dog. Then we got Liz Carmouche getting it done here by knockout, probably in the first. And I'm going to go with Gatti getting him out. getting it done here in the main event. 500K. He's going to be the reigning champ 2-time. I don't know what they're going to do with him. He's just so good. But I got Gatu winning. Thank you everybody for watching. Peace out.